Alrighty. In the still of the night. Good evening, everybody. It is super late. It is 1:35 a.m. Florida time. But we're here for Wizards Unite. We're going to be doing some fortress grinding. So join me. It's another installment of Toss a Book to Your Magizoo. Oh, Fortress of Plenty. So, we're going to be doing specifically oddities, runestones tonight. Oddities, because, number one, it's a full moon. Number two, oddities are featured in the Valentine's Day. I know, it's a super late stream, right? Yeah, I'm awake. I'm always awake at this time. It's only when I get to, almost dawn in the game that I'm, never awake. So I never get doxies, but I always get plenty of werewolves, typically. But because we're in the millionth of a brilliant event, I have actually only seen one werewolf tonight. And it's driving me bonkers. But hello, everybody! Hello! I saw CB in chat and also Jason. Welcome to the live stream. Super late, super random, but we are grinding fortress battles. I have a lot of oddities runestones to use up, so that's what we're doing primarily. Again, at a sponsored fortress because I need red books, and also because hopefully, we'll get some more of the extravagant runestone. Give those two Magizoologists in need. Oh dear. Oh heck. I am so sorry. There we go. Oh my goodness. So my car turned off and then everything shut down. I'm so sorry if I hurt your guys' ears. Let me fix... I can fix this. Oh man, so my Bluetooth cut off, which meant the volume went back to my phone. I'm so sorry. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. Suddenly everything went dark. Hey, Evan Ready, welcome to the live stream. It's time for some fortress battles. We're going to keep it really simple. I mean, if I wanted to get more fragments to fill up my, the challenges part of my registry, I would go for the more difficult ones. But we're just trying to go through as many runestones as possible and get some XP and hopefully get some runestone gifts. Some, extravagant ones. So, that's the priority. We just chillin' tonight. Alright. Let's pick a chamber. Let's do, Tower 2? Tower 2 sounds good. So, Tower 2 it is. Going over to the oddities section, and we'll just start from the bottom and work our way up. Got plenty of runestones to get through. Some of these will be under 1,000, over 1,000. It doesn't really matter. I did a bit more research and didn't find any correlation between the ratio of getting an extra fragment drop versus not. Couldn't find any reliable data, so it probably is just random chance. RNG, as they say. Oh, thanks, Evan. It's nice to have you here. Alright, how many foes do we have? We have 4. Okay, I need to make my camera a little bit smaller, just so I can see the entire playing field here. But as you guys can see, I am blonde again, which means there will be more Draco. There will be more Draco Malfoy. I actually plan on doing live streams on my Twitch channel soon, probably in the next few days. At least by next weekend, I should have everything ready. But I am doing Lego Harry Potter, but I will be doing it with my makeup done for Draco Malfoy, which is going to be so much fun. Because if I see a cliff that I can push Harry Potter off of, you know I'm gonna do it. So Draco will get very, very much a sick satisfaction in seeing Lego Harry Potter get, exploded over and over again. So it's gonna be a good time. But I will definitely announce that on my social media when it happens. It will most likely start this upcoming weekend, if not shortly thereafter. I only hesitate to say this upcoming weekend because it is Valentine's Day, which is literally the busiest part of the year as a massage therapist. So I'm working hard. I'm working extra hours. Feel me! Welcome! We're doing another toss a book to your Magizoo stream, aka Fortress Battles, to see if we can get some extra extravagant runestone gifts. So we'll give it a go. Actually, I didn't even check to see if I've cleared out my gifts yet, so we'll do that first. So as soon as I finish this battle, I will double check to make sure that I have open slots for gifts, because I forgot that part. Oh my god, the couples massages. You are not wrong. Oh my word. And my spa is so not equipped for it, but we offer them anyway, and it means that we have to put up a second table in a room that's really only the right size for one table. But we have to put an extra table in there, and it drives me crazy. Especially when you have it set up. Ooh, I got an extra fragment. Yay! Horned serpent egg. Victory is mine. But, yeah, what drives me crazy is when we have to set up for a couples massage, because we have maybe 5 minutes? Maybe 10 if you're pushing it, between massages in order to get the client off the table, switch up the sheets and get the room set, bring a new client in and do an intake and get them on the table again. Because massages, like a quote-unquote hour massage, is typically only about 50 minutes. Because we need that 10 minutes in order to get everyone in and out and also switch our linens and clean up and make sure that everything is properly sanitized. It's grueling. And some clients are faster than others, but basically when we have to set up an entire new table in a room for a couples massage, it definitely takes longer than those 5 to 10 minutes to set it up. And then afterwards, if that room is meant to only have one person in it instead of another couples massage, we then have to break down that table and take it out. Again, so much more difficult than it should be. Some spas have dedicated couples massage rooms. Ours does not. So go figure. Hopefully that'll eventually change. I don't know if my boss will ever move to a different location in order to have more space. But if she does, I'm all for it. Because I hate having to set up and break down couples massages over and over again, especially during the same shift. So welcome to Valentine's Day, where massage therapists hate everything. Alright, I needed to check my gifts instead of just ranting at you people. Okay. Extravagant ingredient gift. Ooh. And we got a spell energy one. Oh, from G-Bar too. That's a gay bar in Ybor. Loving that. Let's get rid of some of these though. If it's not extravagant, it can go away. Oh, I'm pressing cancel. That's not helpful. Womp. I want the extravagant runestone gifts now! Veruca Salt is such a mood. I have way too many gifts. And nobody's getting them. Nobody! We have higher standards here on Wizard Way. This is totally not true. I'm just blowing smoke. I actually usually do give out all my gifts rather than delete them, but since we're doing runestones, it's nice to give out the runestone gifts instead of just energy gifts. So, gonna get rid of these. Gosh, how many more? I must have had a full stock of 30 then at the beginning. Whoopsie. Okay, there we go. Does anyone in chat really, really want an extravagant spell energy gift for the XP? Yeah, only the highest quality gifts. Exactly. Far more demanding. I want a goose that lays golden eggs for Easter. But does anyone want any of these particular gifts? Hands up. Put your hands up. We've got a Barufio's ingredient gift, an extravagant ingredient gift, and extravagant spell energy. So at least the extravagant ones will give you an extra boost of XP, especially because until tomorrow afternoon, or technically this afternoon, once it's light again, we do have our Brilliant event going. So, little bit more time with those 1 hour Barufio Brain Elixirs if you want to grab one of these extravagant extravagant spell energy or ingredient gifts. Can you tell I'm tired? All right, who's saying what? Hold up. Hey, Cooper! Okay, Oven Ready wants the extravagant ingredient gift. Cool. It's yours. Cooper was the recipient of our last extravagant runestone gift. We're going for another tonight, Coop. We're going for it. We shall see. We shall see what we can manage. All right, let's get this one to Oven. Hopefully you opened your other gift, Oven. Wah, 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 wah. I don't see... Oh, there you are. Brain fart. There we go. Okay, so I'll just pick someone random. SJ, all one word. There you go. And extravagant energy to Nerdly Niffler. Congratulations again on your engagement. So excited. I think I was as surprised as Lee was when her boyfriend proposed. We were like on the bridge in front of Hogwarts Castle, and that's where he knelt on one knee. He had a thing going with the photographer, the professional photographer that they have for people to do like those photo pass shots. Yeah, Mario had a deal going with Carlos, the photographer. And he totally set them up so that he could get down on one knee without her noticing. It was so cute. So cute! Yeah. Congrats to Lee. Okay, let's jump back in now that we've got plenty of space. We'll just hang out around Tower 2, Tower 3. No work tonight. Whoop whoop! I have tomorrow off, which is the only reason I'm out this late. Alright. 998. It's as close as we can get to 1,000 without going over. But hopefully everyone's had a good day. I worked hard today. Yes, I've been enjoying your thumbnails too. Thank you for mentioning that. Cooper's been doing an awesome job with her thumbnails lately. I can tell when people put in the extra effort, and I love it. Because Photoshop is not everybody's best friend. I certainly had a huge learning curve. But I now have templates, and those really, really help me. It gives me the basic foundation of layers in my Photoshop documents. So I at least have all of my fonts picked out, and I can move the text around super easily. I did have a lot of fun with the winter ones because I got like a frosty frame that I could overlay over my picture, and then I got little puffs of smoke so I could make it look like I had the puff of like frosty breath coming out. It's those details that bring me joy. Whether or not people actually notice them is like, you know. If people do notice it, it's great. I appreciate it. I appreciate the detail-minded peeps. Dung bombs. Got that centaur bow, though. So that's 2 out of 2. It really is a learning curve, Cooper, and you've been doing a great job. Like, really. I've been very much enjoying seeing you, like, slowly get that curve. Get up that curve. It takes some getting used to. I watched so many tutorials back in the day. Oh, man. It was one of my priorities, learning how to do all the Photoshop stuff. I feel like I'm better at Photoshop than I am at Premiere Pro. Because I swear, editing, If I could afford to pay someone else to edit my videos, I would absolutely do it. I so dislike editing. I film so much, and very rarely do I actually edit it down into a video and put it up on my channel. Yeah, oh man. I have fun with my thumbnails. Every so often I have an idea where I can do something a little bit different. Like one of them, relatively recently, I did one where the actual picture that I took of myself me peeping around a doorway, and then I photoshopped out the door and made it look like I had my hands wrapped around the part of my logo that's on the side, because I sort of frame every thumbnail with bits of my logo. Shout out to Geeta Lovegood, she's the one who gave me that idea. Branding opportunity. See, now there are werewolves in here, but I need them out on the overworld map, please. Okay, thanks, bye. I've literally only seen one werewolf. Only one. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I really, really liked making that one. It was a bit of a challenge figuring out where I had to cut things. It actually took 2 separate layers. Because I had to do the layer that was behind the logo bits, and then the layer with the hands that was, in front of the logo. And then add in my own shadowing and stuff. It took effort, but it was totally worth the extra time. And now I know how to do that, so I can do it, much more quickly and easily in the future. The pen tool is your best friend. Best friend. Because no matter what I do, the auto-select thing, when you're trying to do the auto-selector and it just sort of conforms to the shape of something that it sort of presumes is in your picture. Most of the time when I do that, I don't actually get what I want. It doesn't actually select what I want it to. So I just 100% of the time I use the pen tool. All right. Gosh, I can tell I'm totally tired because I'm hesitating when I'm going into new battles. Usually I would just be click, 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 done. It was a very long day, though. The days are getting longer the closer we get to Valentine's Day. Once I'm done with Valentine's Day weekend, I get to relax. The following weekend, I'm actually taking a day off, so I get a 4-day weekend. It's going to be great. How am I getting those? I don't know, man. I have really good luck at these sponsored fortresses for whatever reason, and I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. I happen to get good luck at these sponsored fortresses when I'm doing runestones, and I'm all about it. That's why on my last stream when I did the toss a book to your Magizoo, when I was actually taking down information in my little notebook, the sponsored fortress, when I did over 1,000 difficulty in the sponsored fortresses, I literally got 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 battles had extra drops. And now I couldn't prove that that was actually a thing. I think I just got lucky. But I tend to get luckier at the sponsored fortresses, and I get that, 25% boost in XP, challenge XP? So given the opportunity to play at sponsored fortresses, I really do. But you guys know me, I'm out so late, it's not like I'm actually going into the store and, giving business to the sponsors, so I kind of feel a little bad. Just a little bad. Not significantly bad. Alright, so that's the first one that we didn't get an extra drop. It's alright. What was that? So 3 out of 4 so far? I'll take those odds. But we're going to see if we can hopefully get all of the fragments that we need for at least one of the 2. I don't know that I have enough runestones for it, quite frankly, but with the Brilliant event on, I haven't been seeing very many oddities at all during the full moon. It's driving me crazy. Because I only need, 3? I only need 3 werewolves, and then it's just the centaur bows that are holding me back from prestiging to gold, so I want those werewolves, dang it. I tend to have a little bit of better luck getting oddities, like the actual oddities that are only around at certain times of the month or certain times of the day. Tend to do really well with those in like the suburban area that I live in, more rural. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I put a deterioration hex on a 1-star pixie. That was silly. We'll have to see what my last foe is. Hopefully it's not another Death Eater or Dark Wizard. Ooh, crit hit is nice. I'll take that. Oh, it was terrible for you? Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad it wasn't good for you. I ground as hard as I could manage, but again, work stress leading up to Valentine's. Oh. I got 2 really good grinds out of the dragon event, though. Each one lasting for maybe 4 or 5 hours? So all things considered, I did grind pretty well. Dang, it just had to be a Death Eater, didn't it? But even with all of that, I did not have the time to actually prestige up to gold. I went for it, but I got all of the dragons, but I didn't have enough keys in order to open all the portmanteau that I would have needed to get all the eggs, to get all the dragon eggs. I did get really lucky with ones showing up on the overworld, though. I think I managed 7, maybe 8, but I got like 7 overworld map eggs. And that I cheered every time I saw one. I was so ecstatic because I was like, that's one fewer portmanteau I have to open. Prestige up to silver. Nice. Yep, no extra fragment there either. It's alright. We continue onward. At least we're getting gifts. I'll have to check the gifts and see if I'm getting any good ones. Need to remember to do that. Ah, you only found 3 on the overworld map. 3 is better than none. Because I was hearing from some people that they hadn't seen a single one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I took a screenshot every time I saw one. But when I saw them, hold up. I need to run out of here. Hold up. What am I doing? Yeah, definitely want deterioration hex on these. That crit hit was nice. I did run up to Ybor, so I spent the last 45 minutes or so going from where I live up to Ybor, getting energy, and then driving back closer to where I live so that I could get to a sponsored fortress. There were other sponsored fortresses, but I figured, well, I got all the energy I need, I might as well go home. So at least once I finish streaming, it'll be a pretty short drive home instead of a longer one. So the more tired I get, the less I want to be, like, driving on the freeway. Always safety first. So tried to get all the driving done early instead of later. Bye. Next. Thank you. Next. I only need a few more books. I need more red books. Because dang it, now that we've had enough brilliant events for me to get all the restricted section books I needed, because I did go up to Indianapolis. Yeah, there's an egg. But because I have all the restricted section books I need, the only thing that's holding me back from completing my skill tree for my first lesson plan is red books, because I don't do fortress battles enough. And I never do fortress battles with other people. So, or rarely do I do fortress battles with other people. I really wish I could get together with my other friends, but, you know, look at me. I'm out at 2 a.m. right now doing fortress battles. Most of my friends are, you know, rational and sane individuals, and they go to sleep at night. Nope. 1 star. Don't deteriorate that, Chris. Yeah, I'm never around other people. It just doesn't happen that way. I'd like to be. I want to be where the people are. I want to cast all of my proficiency charms. These things are useless if I don't have a team. Yeah, you play at 2 a.m. with me. Hey, you know, visit Florida. You do a day at Universal Studios, and then play late into the night until City Walk closes at 2 a.m. Good times. I do really wish that they had kept the Death Eaters in Hogsmeade, though. That was like the best part of October. The best part of that entire Halloween season when Halloween Horror Nights was happening. Best part was in the other park, where you got to see Death Eaters. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. See, and once again, I took a bunch of video and it's never made it into an actual video on my channel. Ugh. I don't like to drink your air. Yeah. When I first moved here, I was like, the air is like soup. I am trying to breathe soup. How can anybody live here? It still boggles me a little bit. Because you're right, the humidity makes the air so thick. It's so thick. Thick with a double C. Yeah, it's unpleasant. That and the mosquitoes. Like, honestly, that should warn away most people. Yeah, egg. Oh, and I keep forgetting to check my gifts. Sponsored. Normal gift. Okay. At least I do have a good number of rune stones to work with right now. So, I'm really hoping that we manage to get enough fragments to prestige something. Because if I get enough horned serpent eggs, it means that my page will be ready to prestige as soon as I get doxies. Which I don't think doxies were doxies going to appear for the Valentine's one? I know they're going to appear for Community Day. Oh yeah, visiting Florida is much better than actually living here. Though I would say the same for Las Vegas. Visiting Las Vegas is a lot of fun. Living there, it's just like any other big city with a tourist trap in it. Your tweet about La Vie Boheme? No. I'm like, hold up, what did you say? What did you tell me? What have I missed? I've been so bad about being on social media lately. Again, stress level. It's all stress level. My brains have just not been attached in my head. They've been pulled out my nose and ears and hung on display. I don't know, in someone's museum. Oh, you blame me for having La Vie Boheme stuck in your head? To going against the grain, going insane, going mad. To loving tension, no pension. Time more than one dimension. To starving for attention. Hating convention, hating pretension. Not to mention, of course, hating dear old mom and dad. I literally know every lyric in that entire song. But that was honestly one of the musicals that I would play when I was driving back and forth between Las Vegas, where I was at school, and Flagstaff, where my family lived. It's a 4-hour drive one way. So musicals were the way that I stayed awake and alert while I would drive. Because sometimes I would make that drive twice in one day. I would go down, be with my family, and then go back up to Vegas again. Ugh. It's a lot of time. So when I would do that, I would play longer musicals. I would play, like Phantom of the Opera, Rent. There are several others. My brain is farting. But I do have a lot of musicals all on one iPod. One of the little tiny iPod Shuffle that has nothing but musicals on it. But now I have Spotify, so I can do any musical I want. Let me get back into the waiting room here. Oh, heading out, Coop. Good night, Cooper. We'll see if I get another extravagant runestone gift. If so, we're going to try and give it out to a Magizoo. I need to, make a note or something of every Magizoo that's in my friend list. Try and go down the list or something and give everyone an extravagant runestone gift. I know I've given at least one to Coop, and I've given 2 to Gita. Gita Lovegood got 2 of them, I believe, from me over time. And I did give 1 to Zoe from Snitches and Witches. She's an Auror, but still, Magizoos and Aurors need more red books in total than we as professors do. I'm just slow. I'm just slow to get the red books. It's alright. Ah, pixies. So squeaky. See, the pixies that we battle, like the oddity / curiosity pixies that we actually battle, they're really annoying. But the pixies in the fragments that are chilling out in the Pensieve like it's a hot tub, or flying around on the ministry memos, those ones are super cute. Ooh, you need 100 red books? Girl. Okay. We're gonna have to give you some red books. Gosh, 100. Okay, Oven. If I manage to get an extravagant runestone gift in this stream, it will go to you, because that's a lot of red books that you need. How we do? Yeah! Egg. Love it. Essential runestone gift, okay. Always good. Let's see how many gifts we've gotten so far. I don't want to go over 30 by mistake. Ooh, werewolf? Ah! Why? Why are vampires roaming? Team Jacob! Get Edward out of here. God. So done with these vampires. The Volturi can F off, please. I mean, I'll take the family XP, but I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed at the lack of werewolves right now. Urgh. Gifts. Where we at? 8. Okay. 2 essentials. Okay. I know Bry Guy is a Magizoo, so we'll leave him available as well. I'm just going to give these runestone gifts out really quickly. At random. I know. How are they not everywhere? I'm so frustrated. I mean, we have a brilliant event going. I get that. But seriously, the full moon only happens once a month. We only have one time a month where we know we can get werewolves. Sometimes, once in a blue moon, literally, we get a second moon in the same month, a second full moon, and then we're able to get, werewolves a little bit more. But we're still talking every 4 weeks. Urgh. Dang. Alright, let's jump up to Tower Chamber 3. We're having pretty good luck in Tower 2, though, so... Honestly, I really don't think it matters what chamber you're in, how much difficulty there is in it. I don't think any of that matters. I really think it is just random. Random draw. What I've been trying to determine is if playing at a sponsored fortress gives you a higher percentage of drop. Higher percentage drop rate. It'd be nice, but I'm not sure that it does. I think the XP is really the only boost you get. Alright, let's take this 1 star without a deterioration hex. Oh man, I can't wait to do Lego Harry Potter, though. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be how I reward myself after finishing finishing Valentine's Day. Actually, it would be really fun to stream on Valentine's Day. I do have that Friday off. Scheming. I'm totally gonna do it. I'm gonna do it! Alright, let's hit this elite Urkling. Yeah, we're gonna use a potion on this one. I have an overabundance of potions again. Yeah, I'll have to do a Draco stream. All about his love-hate relationship with Harry Potter. Can't spend it without him, right? You can't live with him, can't live without him. The sexual tension between Draco and Harry. It'll be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm going to find like a million different ways to make Harry die in that game, and I'm gonna love every instant of it. All right. And originally, I think at least in Harry Potter, the cutscenes don't have any actual dialogue, do they? Because the Lego peeps, they didn't originally have any voices, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I haven't played any of the games, but I know that later on they got voices. That's when you ended up with all of the movies. Normal runestone gift there. Alright, I'm going to do this last one in Tower 2, and then we're probably going to jump down to Ruins, just because they'll go faster. I don't want to spend, like, literally all night here. Yeah, I haven't played them. I haven't played any of the Lego games. I know I watched my roommate play just a little bit of Lego Harry Potter. And I did watch Britt and Mike from the Wizard's Guide. I watched them play a bit of Lego Harry Potter. They kept getting confused. I'm sure I will as well. Hopefully the puzzles are a bit intuitive. Like, I feel like I did pretty well with Rhyme. Oh, yeah. I loved their streams. Britt is a kick and a half. And I saw on her Instagram that something's going on with Penny. With her daughter Penny. And because I'm like, I'm always the last person to figure this stuff out. I have no idea what's going on, but I know she's in the hospital for something, or they're doing some sort of procedure. But it sounded like some sort of digestive issue. But it's been like long term. It's been going on for a while. I'm just like, I'm sorry, Penny. I'm sorry that you ate Bertie Bott's every flavor beans when we met. Gosh, if she didn't have a good digestive system, I feel really bad about that. Oh, man. We all got so many nasty flavors. The vomit beans. They were so bad. If anyone is curious, that video is up on their channel still. Man. Oh, I did not like those beans. Even on a good day, I don't really care for jelly beans that much. Yeah! Oh man, we're killing it with the eggs. This is good. Alright, let's jump down to ruins too. Let's make stuff really simple and fast. Probably do these 20 level 3 rune stones. And then we'll see where we're at. Give some gifts out, see where we're at. I'm pretty sure I don't even need the deterioration hex. These should be one shot. If not one shot, then the deterioration hex should take away the remaining health. Yeah. Even an acromantula. Bye! Got a bow. Nice. And normal runestone gift. Oh, it's going to go so much faster in ruins. It doesn't give me as much XP. That's the only downside. But honestly, if all I'm doing is farming for XP, there's a very, very easy way to do that. It's with all of the event runestones that are completely useless otherwise. Those are like my, I'm grinding, but I don't want to waste any runestones. Those are the runestones I use for that. I usually try to hit the brilliant events a bit more than I have recently. I've only been completing the tasks and that's been it. We just don't got time for that. This Urkling's putting up a bit more of a fight. Nice. That'll do. Whoop, whoop! Another egg. Gosh, my odds are wonderful. I'll absolutely take this, because it's been about 3 out of 4, right? Not about a 3 to 1. 3 to 1 ratio. Absolutely, absolutely good. Hopefully, if we keep that up, I might manage to prestige one. It depends. It depends on how many fragments of each I get. If it's evenly split, I'm not going to get to prestige either of them. That would really, really stink. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is the first stream that I did after I went through the process of getting tickets. So, newsflash, I guess. I got tickets to BTS. Oh man, I'm so happy. I got tickets to BTS because their world tour is stopping in Orlando, and I am so happy. I actually had issues. I made a couple mistakes when I was, like, when I got to the front of the queue and could actually choose where my tickets were going to be. I didn't realize that Ticketmaster's website automatically puts you in for 2 tickets. You have to, like, tell it to put it down just to 1 person instead of 2. So, because of that, I kept, like, tapping on one and moving forward in the checkout process, and then it would say, you have these 2 seats. I'm like, no, I just want 1, and so I'd press the back button. I did that 3 times, and it actually kicked me out of the lobby entirely. And I panicked. Luckily, it put me back at the front of the line, so I only had, quote-unquote, 1 person in front of me, right, in the queue. But once it reloaded, I panicked, and I just took, quote-unquote, the best seat available, which, at the time, didn't include any of the VIP seats. I had wanted to do VIP. I was absolutely willing to pay the extra money to get all the VIP perks for a BTS concert. For a couple reasons. 1, I'm a fanatic. 2, they rarely show up in Florida for a tour. So they're so close. I would easily spend more money traveling to a different place to see them in concert. So I don't mind spending a little extra money closer to home if it means that I can get some extra perks. So I was very much willing to do that. And 3, the third reason that I'm willing to spend money is this is likely to be one of their last concert tours. It will likely be at least the last concert tour before one of them goes into the military. Because in South Korea, they have a 2-year mandatory military service for basically anyone who's assigned male at birth. So men are required to join the military for at least 2 years. And they have to do that before they reach the age of 28. The eldest member of BTS is currently 27. So, yeah. He's due for military service soon, which means they're going to lose a vocalist. And I'm not sure if they will tour as a 6-person group. Yay for all these extra drops. I'm stoked. This is great. Great odds. I'm not sure if they'll tour as, a 6-person band. Or if they will basically stop, if BTS will disband for 2 full years and have all of them go in the military at the same time. All of them are of proper age to do this. They could all enlist at the same time. I'm just not sure if their company Big Hit would want to basically take a 2-year hiatus entirely from BTS, or if they would prefer that the members just switch off who ends up in the military for the next few years. So they, never lose more than 2 people or something. So I could see them going either way with it. But it's likely to be the last concert tour with all 7 people present. So definitely wanted to see it. That and their music really, really helped me when Sonder passed. It continues to help me. It helps me cope. It makes me happy. It gives me food for thought because they put so much time and effort into their lyrics. So I'm trying to enjoy their music to the fullest. And it's so wonderful and so perfect that I get to go to their concert. I am so happy. So that makes 2 K-pop concerts that I'm going to this year. Because I get to see BTS on May 14th, and then I get to see Monsta X on June 20-something? 26th? I'm gonna have so much fun. I really, really will have fun. Thank you, Oven Ready. It's gonna be a great time. But honestly, I pinned a tweet on my Twitter profile. If you go to my actual feed from my profile, I have goals for this year. And they're relatively simple. I want to diversify my social media a little bit. As in, I want to stream not only on YouTube, but also on Twitch and maybe a little bit on Facebook Live. There are other places that I can expand into on my channel, so that's a goal. And I want to have fun. I want to do the things that make me happiest. Because life is too dang short. I feel like, you sort of face your own mortality when a loved one passes away very suddenly, and so I've definitely gone through that, and I don't want to live in the moment to the detriment of my future, but I want to live in the moment and appreciate everything more on a regular basis, I think it's a good goal for anybody. Stay weird. Absolutely. I think I put that down as one of my goals, right? Like, be myself and stay weird. Completely unapologetic. Without shame. I am one strange cookie, and I'm absolutely okay with that. But I want to fully embrace my queerness. I just want to be me, and I want to explore my options. Stay weird? Oh, good. Number 5. In no particular order. I never want to feel like I'm putting on some strange persona on the internet. I don't want to do that. I mean, like, it's obvious when I'm cosplaying and I'm trying to, look the part and play the part. I will have my moments of being Draco in my streams, but it's still going to be me playing the game. Me playing Draco playing the game. So, I don't want to lose my identity through the interwebs. It's not worth it. So, definitely going to be staying weird. But we're also going to have some fun with hair color throughout the year, too. I have plans. I'm going to stay with my Draco blonde as long as possible, but once I hit the time where I'm going to BTS, I will be doing my hair for that. Gosh, we're getting a pretty decent split between the two Fortress Foundables. Getting a little worried that I'm going to run out of runestones. But we take it as it comes. Speaking of which, I need sustenance. I actually went out and I grabbed a candy bar from, the gas station as I fueled my tank up on the way home. Because, it's too late and I need some sort of sustenance. Sugar will do the trick. I don't mind buzzing, and I don't mind crashing through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, I actually have to take it easy. It is a day off, so that's good. But I have to take it easy because I'm getting my crowns put on from my double root canal. What kind of candy bar? I have a Reese's Fast Break bar and a Reese's Nutrageous bar. Because I love me some peanut butter and chocolate. Ooh. And Nutrageous has the peanuts and the caramel and just, it's so good. Dang, they are good. Oh, essential runestone gift. So I'm going to take a moment here. Get some water. And open a candy bar. Good stuff. Perfect. Perfect timing. Dang, that tastes good. Random fact about me, I pretty much lived off of fast break bars during my freshman year of high school. Because my priority in early high school was not actually eating. It was saving the money that I was given for food to do other things with. So basically, I starved myself so I would have spending money. This was not smart of me, by any means. But that's what I did. So instead of paying, like $3 or $4 for an actual school lunch at school, I would spend 50 cents, or I guess it was up to maybe 75 cents, to get one candy bar, and that would be my lunch. And then the rest of the money I got to pocket, and I could buy things with. What was that? 2 Slim Jims and a white Powerade every day. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I mean, Powerade, it keeps you going, but it's not intended to be like actual sustenance. I think the same thing is true for Slim Jims. Oh man, we all do crazy things as kids when we're trying to keep hold of our money. That sense of independence, like I get to choose what I'm going to do with this money and I choose not to eat because I have different priorities. Yeah, Slim Jims aren't bad. I came to a greater appreciation of Slim Jims later in life. Honestly, I didn't really care for them much, but Sandra converted me slowly. Oh my gosh, you only had chocolate milk in 7th grade? Oh! Was this like a dietary thing or just like a choice? Like you just didn't eat? I'm just hoping it wasn't something like people psychologically shaming you into like not eating. Disordered eating is what I'm talking about. Because while I very much made these terrible choices and starved myself, it was never with a mind of losing weight or fitting some weird standard that other people were trying to foist on me. So I feel fortunate that I didn't do that. I just didn't eat. Okay. If you had a ton of milk, you wouldn't break a bone. The whole milk gives you strong bones thing, it's a very strange argument. The only reason they can say that at all is because they fortify it with vitamin D and calcium. But just shoving those things in your system doesn't necessarily mean that your system is going to absorb them and use them the way you want it to. As with most things nutrition-wise, too much of a good thing can be a very, very bad thing. You can definitely overdo it with practically everything. Even water. You can have too much water, and you will actually do weird things to your blood, and it can become a very, very dangerous situation. So, literally anything you put in your body, you can either overdo it or underdo it. You never did have a broken bone. Hey, knock on wood. Neither have I, and I hate milk. I don't like the taste. Like, maybe chocolate milk, maybe, but it has to be like that really thick, good quality stuff. Like whole milk. No calories, get out. Skim milk, oh. But milk in general, I just don't care for the taste of it. I'll take a milkshake, but normal milk, take it or leave it. Peanut buttery goodness. Random, but for anybody who is in the States, there's a place called Dairy Queen. It's an ice cream place. They make food too, but it's mostly an ice cream place. Soft serve. They make what they call blizzards, where they mix it with a bunch of other ingredients like candy bars and stuff like that. I have always been quite offended that they let you do Reese's peanut butter cups but they don't have an option for a fast break bar. Because the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate is much better in a fast break bar than it is in peanut butter cups, which are mostly chocolate with a little bit of peanut butter. I protest. When I get a Blizzard, it's mostly chocolate and just a little tiny bit of peanut butter. And I say to myself, we could do better. We could do better. All right. Not too much luck on the runestone gifts, but we'll see where we're at once we finish these last few here. Got 6 more. Peanut butter cookie blizzards? Ooh. Is that like a seasonal thing? It sounds delicious. I do love a good peanut butter cookie. That's like peanut butter plus cookie dough. That would make a wonderful blizzard. I have a huge sweet tooth. I try to not indulge myself too much, though. I'm trying to cut back a bit. But the more stressed I get, the more I tend to, fall back on eating sweets instead of actual meals. I didn't really have a proper dinner tonight. So once I get home, having only had, a bit of a candy bar, I will probably actually have a full meal. I do have leftovers that I can heat up really quickly, and it'll actually have, some veggies and stuff that's good for me. Some veggies, a little bit of ginger. It's like a ginger broccoli fried rice with chicken kind of situation. It's good. It's good stuff. Fresh ingredients. Now, we're losing a bit of that luck with the extra drops here. That's 5 más. 5 more. I can tell I'm hungry because this tastes so good right now. So good. Bye, Pixie. Goodbye. Eat a bat? Where did this come from? Oh, Heath bat. I see what you mean. Heath bar. Banana and Heath bar blizzard. That would not be to my taste because I don't really care for banana. I don't mind bananas in smoothies where it's like pulverized and you can't actually get the texture. I don't mind the flavor of banana. The texture of an actual banana bothers me a bit. I don't know. Just bothers me. Where are my fragments at? Let's jump up to Ruins 5, see if that makes a difference. We can jump around a little bit. Jump around. Jump around. Jump. Jump. Jump up, and get down. Oh, man. I am tired. Of course, every time I say something like that, it takes me back to the Flash video days. Well, then, have a nap, and then fire the missiles. AKA, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, look up End of the World Flash video. It's hilarious. This is back when the internet had very few things like that. Gosh, Flash videos. Y'all remember those days? WTF, mate. Australia's down here. They're like, WTF, mate. But they'll be dead soon. Fucking kangaroos. Gosh. Totally want to watch that now. Ah, the flash videos of days gone by. Okay, so here's the Earth. Ruling out the ice caps melting, meteors becoming crashed into us, the ozone layer leaving, and the sun exploding, we are definitely going to blow ourselves up. Okay. Oh, man. Good times. I must have watched that thing hundreds of times. Hundreds. I hope the creator of that somehow got compensated. I don't think they did. But good job. Good job, whoever created End of the World. Still rings true. We still have way too many nukes for our own good. We're still in a bit of an arms race with Russia. And no one has a clue. It is a bit of a generational thing. A lot of younger people, they know the phrase, but I am letard, but they don't understand where it's from. They have no idea the actual context of the video that it's from. So they'll say it, but, you know, thinking, oh, it's just funny in French, but they have no idea that it's from that video. Even between me and my roommate, Amanda, we're only 3 months apart, but there's like a serious generation gap between us. Yeah. Alaska can come too. The end! Oh, man. I'm trying to remember other ones that I used to watch a lot. I mean, Homestar? Did anyone else watch Homestar? Homestar Runner? There's my egg, thank you. I used to watch, who was the guy who had the mask on? He was on Homestar Runner, but he had a mask on, and he opened up his emails. Once again, going out with the email. Every week I hope that it's from a female. Aw, man! Not from a female. Strong Bad. Strong Bad. That's what it was. I knew it would come to me. I used to watch all of Strong Bad stuff. I thought it was funny. The whole techno thing he does. Just saying how easy it is to create techno. Start with a bass line. Do, 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 do. Make some high-pitched, weird, whiny noise. And he mixes these things. He's like, then make up some phrase like the system is down. And he layered them all together. Yeah, it was Strong Bad and The Cheat. And The Cheat turned off the lights or started strobing the lights and having a light stick rave moment. I remember that one, and Strong Bad talks about anime characters. It was just sort of observational humor about how, you know, the animation style of anime. First, we gotta make my head into a little bean. Make my eyes huge. And then I got blue hair. Gotta have blue hair. And then there's my mouth. Very, very tiny when it's closed. Ridiculously huge when it's open. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much anime. That sums it up. And Foamy the Squirrel. I also watched Foamy the Squirrel, who curses a lot. Not family friendly. Demonetized. But Foamy the Squirrel was funny too. He'd go on rants that I would usually agree with. Not always. Those were good times, though. I loved those little videos. I can't imagine all of the effort that was put into those. Like, really. Like, in the early days. When, you know, everyone was just starting to do Flash videos and making their own little cheapo animation at home in their spare time. Like, how much spare time did it take, though? Like, really. I'm impressed. Probably always be impressed. I feel like these battles are taking too long because I jumped up. Jumped up in difficulty and now everything's... Oh no, now everything's more difficult. It did the thing that I told it to do. Ah, dang. I'm just gonna let it attack again because 4 is not worth one of my energy points. Yeah, no party spare time. Hey, I Protegoed that. What the heck? Oh well, I'll take it. Fragment, though? Yay! Good stuff. Alright, I'm going back down to, like, Ruins 4. Might even go again to, like, Ruins 3 or Ruins 2. I'm lazy, okay? That's all it comes down to. I am lazy. Oh, we're getting into the level 4 runestones, too, which means I need to pause and see how many fragments I have, because there were 20 level 3s, and then we had the level 2s as well. So, I don't want to max out on my runestone gifts. So we'll do this one, and then we'll take a look at gifts. Gifts. See if we got lucky. Because I have not been paying attention. Yes. Lazy welcomes me. I only have so much energy, you know. I'm gonna spend my energy on the drive home. Not right now. Nice. Okay. So let's get out of here. Take a look at gifts. Anything show up? Anything nice? I'll take that. I'll take this pixie. My quick finds that I found in Ybor as I made a couple rounds just for replenishing my energy stores in the game. I did manage to get I believe it was a Fred Weasley, and I got a Hermione and Crumb. Both were severe Legends of Hogwarts fragments, and I was like, I lost it. I was so happy. So those were definitely good catches. 25 of 30. Oh, we got one! Oh! Ba 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 ba! We got it, yes! Okay. Heck yeah. Alright, Oven, was it you? Was it you who had the 100+ red books? Because I'ma send this to you. I know I just gave you an ingredient one, so tomorrow, assuming that you do open that gift, I will send this wonderful extravagant runestone gift to you. It's for you. Actually, Oven, now that I'm thinking about it, let me look up your profile here. A through Z, please. Scrolling. Oven ready. Oh, you're a professor. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, if you already opened it, I can only send one per day, though, so I won't be able to send it until tomorrow. But I shall do so. And you will have one red book, courtesy of Wizard Way. Oh, that makes me happy. Makes me so happy. Okay, let's send the other gifts, though. Got plenty of other runestone ones. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 essential ones as well. So we'll send those out. Yay! Book for you. Say, everybody gets a runestone, but you get a red book. It's even better. I'm sorry I couldn't send it to you when you would still have the extra time on... excuse me, the extra time on all of the Barufio brain elixirs. Gosh, my brain is gone. It's done. D-U-N, done. I am going to save a couple of others. Just in case I get a second one, I'll send it to one of my Magizoo friends. So it'll be Brian, Cooper, or Gita. Alright, we're gonna have to go in and out a couple times. Gotta clear the inventory. Shout out to my local players. Shout out to Steph, who's usually on these live streams. I don't think she is tonight, though. I started late and it's not my normal night, so no worries. Any more? Any more? Any more? Okay. Out and then back in again. I hate that they sort of disappear, that, you know, sending out a bunch of gifts all at once kind of messes with the input here. I'm going to run out of people to actually gift things to. It says I have 2. Do I really? I do. Okay. Alright, so looks like we have the one extravagant runestone gift, and we've got 29 open slots. So, ooh, registry. Oddities, very nice. I'll get more runestones. 1, 2. Awesome. And challenge. Did I get some red books? I did. Yes. Okay. How far up? Ooh, we might get a second one. We might get up to rank 91. That would make me happy. How many more books do I need? Okay, I've got 9. I need 30. So, yeah, this is my last node that I need to fill up. 30 red books, and I have 9. So we're on our way. I am hoping that red books will be some of the prizes for this Valentine's event, which, much like the dragon thing, it's only going to last 2 days. And it's just, it's right near Valentine's Day. And it's during days that I work, too. Go figure. Can't win them all. I'll try and get some grinding it, but I probably won't live stream it. I'm going to be so wiped out. So very wiped out. But I'm happy, though. Yay! This stream has totally been a success. We're getting to toss a book to, well, you're not a Magizoo, but toss a book to a friend in need, someone who needs the red books desperately. That's the thing. I mean, you know, if you're a Magizoo who has a big group of friends and you're playing really frequently with all your friends, you probably don't need the red books. Probably already maxed that out, which is great. But, you know, like me, I need some red books, and it's because I don't do fortress battles. Not everybody does. It's much easier for me because I do the two of the 3 closest fortresses to where I live are sponsored. So that's like super convenient. And it means I do get a little more challenge XP every time I do, you know, a bit of a battle grind. So I am lucky. I do count myself lucky. Nice. Oh gosh, we need so many of them though, and I'm getting a relatively even split. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get it done. Hopefully though, during this Valentine's event, I will be getting so many oddities left and right that I'll gain enough rune stones to prestige during that event. We'll have to see. Because it looks like I've got, what was that? Over 40? I've got over 40 runestones left. So definitely a lot more chances. We'll have to see. Just have to see, ultimately. Ah, yes, skills. Gosh, I forget who it was out of you guys. I forget who mentioned the peanut butter cookie, like, blizzard. I can't get it out of my mind. I'm totally going to try it. I make some pretty good peanut butter cookies from scratch. I actually have over 50 runestones. Nice. I'm not sure if I'll go through all of my runestones. I might have some time tomorrow afternoon before I go in for my crowns. Because I have to do my crowns and they have to take care of one cavity that I have right near where my crowns are being put in. So they were like, can we do that while we already have you in for your crowns? I'm like, yeah, dude. 2 birds with 1 stone. Do it. Next top seller. Yeah, I might just do that for myself. You can often, as long as you have time is really the the thing that people just don't have a lot of. Now that my partner is gone, I actually do tend to have plenty of time to do things like that for myself if I feel like it. I just choose to be a lazy blob and stay in bed instead. But no, I mean, it takes so much energy to do the job that I do, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. You get so invested in the people that you work on. It's a very intimate thing. Massage therapy is totally very intimate. Intimate without being sexual. But you get invested. I get invested in my clients' well-beings. And so I'd say about 75% of the people who come to see me now are my regulars, people that I've worked on before. Usually several times. But the vast majority of my clients are regulars, and I do care about them. I really do. When bad stuff is happening, I feel very deeply for them. Yeah, getting a couple eggs. This is good. I cannot complain about that. I want my start button back. Waiting these extra 15 to 20 seconds kills me. We breezed through 100 fortress battles so quickly when we had the start button. Anyone remember that? Oh man, those were the good old days. Nice. That's 3 eggs in a row. Fantastic. Oh, man. I don't know what else to talk about to keep everyone entertained. Art thou entertained? I'm like, I'm tired. Oh, man, it's just been such a long week. I can't wait for my mom to visit, though. Oh, I haven't seen her in too long. It's been too long. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw my mom. Because, I mean, I went to Flagstaff a couple years ago. I did see my mom for, a funeral, I believe. And we did take that trip. It was a little over a year ago. Man, 4 eggs in a row. Heck yeah. It was a little over a year ago when I went up to up to Toronto, Canada with her. It's the only time I've been able to use my, I have a Harry Potter cardigan. It's reversible. It's black and white. I took a picture with it on my Instagram, I believe, where I'm wearing a beanie, a Deadpool beanie, and my nice fluffy scarf and everything. I had so much fun in the cold up there. Oh man, I miss the cold. I miss the cold. Everyone's like, yeah, it got down to, -15 with wind chill in Flagstaff, and I was just like, yes! I just miss it. Even though that is very cold, and that's, you have to run out and turn on your car about a half an hour before you plan on leaving wherever you're going, because otherwise your car's going to be frigid and it's covered in ice. Can't see out of it, the engine's too cold. Okay, we broke our streak there. I do miss Flagstaff. I'm getting to that point where I have to start considering where am I going. Because long term, I'm not staying in Florida. As much as I like it here. For the reasons of being close to Orlando. My dad is actually moving back to Arizona soon. Soon-ish. Like, probably sometime before the end of the year. Depending on when he closes the sale of the house that he's buying. We shall see. But without him here, and with my partner gone, there's really nothing keeping me here. -1°C. Snowing in Toronto. Just slightly envious. Don't mind me. I just miss the cold. You're like, aren't you cold? I'm like, no. Like, if it goes under 60 degrees in Florida, people freak out. They freak out. They're like, oh my god, it's so cold. Like, grab every piece of clothing I own and put it on. They freak. It's hilarious. And I'm out here, standing with shorts and a tank top going, yes! Finally! Because that's like a spring day, That's like middle of the day in springtime. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Look, it's springtime. Gosh, without any context, that probably sounded terrible. For anyone watching who doesn't know what I was referencing, it's from a show called The Producers, where they are willfully putting on the worst play possible. And it happens to be Springtime for Hitler, where it is a comedy. Oddly enough, considering the movie, what was it? Something Rabbit? Something Rabbit. It's one of the movies that was nominated for, like, a bunch of Oscars tonight. I don't know that it won too many of them. I think that they won at least one. Something Rabbit, I forget. But it's supposed to be a comedy about the ridiculousness of Hitler, but with songs that are vastly inappropriate. I just remember watching The Producers movie, like the movie The Producers, and seeing John Barrowman in it as the guy who's actually singing that part, and now it's springtime for Hitler and Germany. Jojo Rabbit. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've heard mixed reviews. That some people were like, oh, it's a commentary on this, that, and the other, and I'm like, that's cool. And other people were like, meh, it falls flat, it's Oscar fodder. Where you did everything right to ensure that you win an Oscar. And while I don't doubt that is, motivation for a lot of people, be they producers or executives or whatever, people are going to try and make money off the thing. And typically, if you're able to win an Oscar, you do sell more. Though it's interesting, I listened to a bit of a program on NPR the other day about how the Oscars typically, it used to be a thing called the Oscar Boost. Only heard good things about Jojo Rabbit. There used to be a thing, it's to a lesser extent now, but there used to be a thing called the Oscar Boost, where any picture that wins one of the more prestigious Oscars, something like Best Picture or Best Director, if one of their actors or actresses brings home the Oscar for Best Leading Role, they tend to get a boost in theater sales more theaters will carry their movie following an Oscar win, and therefore more people will see it and they'll make more money. So this is how things used to work. But now, like 10 years ago, even less, fewer years than that. So like 5 years ago, let's say, things took, how long? Maybe at least 5 or 6 months to go from in the theaters to available for purchase or available for streaming. Like, there used to be a delay in that, which meant that things were more likely to still be in theaters when the Oscars actually happen. And therefore, they would get a bigger boost in theater sales. Versus now, gosh, some stuff is streaming before it's even out of theaters. Like, you can watch it at home or go to the movie theater. Because of the rise of streaming media, and, Netflix and Hulu and such getting the rights to these big movies, even before they're out of theaters, the Oscar boost doesn't work the way it used to, because most people, if it's already available on streaming, they'll choose to watch it, but it'll be on stream rather than going to the theater. So it's not quite the same thing. Typically, a streaming service, to my knowledge, a streaming service will pay the company for the rights to then stream that thing. But it's not based on how many views they're going to get. So if a contract is already in place and a place has it streaming already, the company who made the movie, they're not actually going to make more money off of it if people stream it. They'll make more money if they go to the theaters. So it's an interesting thing. Interesting back and forth. Oh, no extra fragment on that one. But yeah, they were talking about on NPR how the Oscar boost is just sort of becoming slowly more and more obsolete because of the rise of streaming popularity. So I thought that was really interesting. From the brains at NPR to my brain to yours. Strange things that I hear on the radio. Cause they won't play it on the radio. But I know you know what I mean when I say that I really wanna love you. Hello, Mr. Dark Wizard. Goodbye, Mr. Dark Wizard. Hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. 30 out of 40, we're so close. Can we do it? Can we actually do it? Oh, I hope we do it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Here's hoping. Nothing to see here but us chickens. Yeah, pretty chill stream. I just thought I might as well stream if I'm going to be sitting here for like 2 or 3 hours doing fortress battles. Yeah, I probably won't be here quite that long. Extra fragment? Yes! 9 more. We only need 9 more eggs. Have we gotten lucky with any runestones? Essential runestone gift. Nice. Oh, thank you, Joshua. I'm very positive. In general, I tend to be positive. I'm excited when things happen, but I have, like, dismally low expectations. So I am easily impressed. But I thought it would be fun to stream. Why not? You know, when's the last time I actually did a full moon stream? It's been a while. I know, because I had to hunt down my thumbnail to change it. Doesn't have the right hair, but, you know. Again, I was too lazy to make a new thumbnail for tonight. Honestly, it was a last-minute decision to come out at all. I was like, I really should grind those fortress battles. Gotta see how many bits and bobs I can get out of my oddities runestones. Gotta try being positive? Low expectations. When it comes to games, I do tend to have low expectations. Like, if I have a great time, it's like all the better for me kind of not expecting it. But if I'm like, it could be a good game, could not be a good game, it's alright. Nice! 32. Just 8 more. Oh, man. I'm excited. I'm so excited. If I manage to get all of the eggs, it means that when we get doxies, I will be able to prestige the page gold. Like, I know a lot of people are like, I want to get all the way to gold and I want to max out the gold page. For me, I just want to get it to the gold page. Assuming that that's the final page and they don't add further tiers after that, assuming that is like the penultimate thing. Once I get it to the gold page, I feel that I can take my time. I feel less of a sense of urgency. But when I'm at silver, I'm like, I can still prestige it one more time. I can still do it. So I feel more, self-imposed pressure. No one else is, pressuring me to do stuff. But I feel more drive to get a page prestiged than to max out a page once it's already on gold. So I hit it hard. I remember hitting it so hard when we had that potions classroom. It was just the potions classroom page with Sirius, Severus, Harry Potter, and all of the runestones would give you the advanced potion making book. So that one page was what you were working on. I hit that event so hard because I was so determined to get the page to gold. I had to sort of calculate in my head, okay, how well have I done? How many tonic for trace detections am I going to need? How many potent extimulo potions am I going to need? And I was just like, I can do this. If I stay up all night, I can do this. We got a bow. That's good. Been a bit since we've seen the bows. I'm happy for any fragment drop, honestly. I seem to have pretty dang good odds at this sponsored fortress, so I'm going to keep going. But yeah, I hit that event really hard because I had so much drive to get that page to gold. I didn't care after that. But it took me, what did I do? Like an 8-hour overnight grind? I think that's what I did. I hit it so hard. I was out until I finished. Once I hit gold, I immediately stopped and went home and slept. But I also did specifically an oddities hunt. It was during a full moon, where I went out overnight. It was a really, really long grind. It was probably another one of those 7 to 8 hour grinds. But I wanted to get as many oddities as possible and as many werewolves as possible. Partly for XP. But also, I got to the point where I was doing a couple fortress battles. Same location here, actually. And as I was doing those fortress battles, I was like, gosh, if I just stay up another half hour, it's going to be dawn in game. And when am I ever up for dawn? Like, never. I have gotten, I think, a grand total of 7 doxies in the last, 3 months? Maybe even 4 months. It's been a while since I've been up at dawn. It doesn't happen often. I want to say at least 2 or 3 months. Which is why I'm like, oh, thank goodness for some of these events. When Community Day came and we were able to get doxies from the wild, I was stoked about that because I never see them otherwise. I'm a night owl. I'm not a morning person. I can stay up until 4 a.m. and then I go to bed, but I'm never up at like 5 or 6. It never happens. Unless I have a flight out of town, in which case I'm usually not playing the game. I might hit it for a couple minutes in the airport, and that's about it. So my lack of morning happiness means that I don't really see many doxies. So if I can just get those horned serpent eggs up to 40, then all I will need during these events are the doxies in order to prestige gold. So I'm excited about that. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah! Okay, 7 more. We're getting there. I'll be a little sad if we don't make it, but I know that during the event, I'll be getting so many Oddity family XP that I will get plenty of runestones. I'll just have to pause every so often and make sure I do some fortress battles to try and get those last couple fragments. There's method to the madness. You'd think with these sorts of, like meticulous planning. Sorry, Lion King moment there for a second. You'd think with all of that I would be like a secondary Ravenclaw, but I'm actually not. Honestly, I think Ravenclaw is the lowest of my 4 when it comes to like what percentage I am for each house in Hogwarts. I'm like 90% Slytherin. I think I had like a 50 or 60% Hufflepuff. I had a pretty high Hufflepuff count. And then my Gryffindor was low, depending on the tests that I've taken. Sometimes Gryffindor is the lowest, and other times Ravenclaw is the lowest. But I view Gryffindor and Slytherin as being very much just flip sides of the same coin. When I did the assessment based on my, what's it called? The 16 personalities? The Myers-Briggs thing? The Myers-Briggs test. When I looked at the association of Myers-Briggs to your primary and your secondary house based on Myers-Briggs, I was a true Gryffindor or a Griffinpuff. And people are like, oh, how do you feel about that? I'm like, it's fine. A lot of the qualities of Slytherin mirror the qualities of Gryffindor. It's just different ways we approach them. Gryffindors are fiercely loyal, and they will F you up if you mess with their family. But Slytherins do the same thing. They look after their own. They're very possessive. But whereas Gryffindors will rush into something, Slytherins tend to be a bit more calculated. They will make a plan and F you up, whereas the Gryffindors will just sort of barge in and brazenly, brashly jump in and try and F you up. So, the approach is slightly different, but the emotions behind it are pretty much the same. So I don't view it as an insult if someone says, oh, you're rather Gryffindor. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I will correct them and say that I am Slytherin. But that's as far as my quote-unquote animosity goes toward the other house. And I guess that's my Hufflepuff side. Why can't we be friends? But Slytherins get along very well with Ravenclaws because we tend to calculate our actions much like Ravenclaws do. It's like that clip that you're able to do things in TikTok for, the whole, I don't know about you, but I was taught to think before I act. Which means if I punch the crap out of you, rest assured, I thought about it and I'm confident in my decision. Pure Slytherin right there. Think before you act, but we don't hesitate to mess you up. Ravenclaws, I think, would not hesitate if they have calculated that it is the best thing to do. If it will be of the most benefit. They weigh the options, and they're like, yes, I should attack you right now. For being a scumbag. I think Hufflepuffs would try and talk you down from it. In an adorable puff way. In my head, I feel like Hufflepuffs would be the type that are really slow to anger, but once you manage to piss them off, they're, like, really dangerous. Like, that badger goes from just a normal happy badger to, like, a honey badger. It's gonna, like, mess you up. Yay! Another centaur bow. That's good. I want the eggs, though. Let's try and concentrate on the eggs. Let's put that thought out there. Let's secret this into being. Manifest. Manifest the eggs. We want the eggs. Horned serpent eggs. Woo! Horned serpent eggs. Woo! Completely random, but I have an app, I think it's called Zedge. Zedge. And it's basically one of those apps where you can look for wallpapers, ringtones, and notification sounds. And in my, delirious fugue state last night, when I should have been in bed, but I was still awake because stupid reasons, I went on that app and I was trying to find something for my roommate, which her nickname is Panda. And so I was trying to find something panda related, and it occurred to me in my brain that there's a quote, several quotes actually, of one of the BTS members from the K-pop band BTS. His name is V, or at least his stage name is V. Yay! Another egg! Oh, we're getting so close! But V has this thing about Panda Express. Like, his favorite food when he comes to the US is getting Panda Express. To the point where he's done little Panda Express, woo, Panda Express, woo, I love Panda Express. There are just several moments in interviews where if they're asked, what do you like to eat when you're in the United States? He's like, Panda Express! Always. It's hilarious. So I managed to track down that sound, that little sound bite of him saying he loves Panda Express, and that is now the text sound for when my roommate texts me. It's just a cute little Panda Express. So it's not loud and obnoxious, it's actually like a, Panda Express. It's perfect for her. She laughed when I showed her. My other roommate's name is Roger, and so I gave him the droid sound from Phantom Menace, Star Wars, Episode 1. Oh, nice! Another egg! But I gave him a little text sound of the droid going, Roger, Roger. Which I'm sure he hates, but it's the only thing that came to my mind when I was super tired, and so I find it amusing. And that's all that matters. It's not like he's going to be the one hearing it, it's, me hearing it. And again, if it makes me smile, it takes priority. Again, we've got goals. We've got goals this year. I just want to smile and laugh as often as possible because it's good for me in my grief. You have the same text tone? The Roger Roger one? Or, well, probably not Panda Express. I think that's a bit obscure. Roger Roger, though, that one makes sense. Yeah, I looked up a bunch of K-pop stuff. You guys have no idea. I waded through so many pages of K-pop sounds. Crazy. Oh, from Zedge as well. Oh, the BB-8 for your email. Yeah. BB-8 makes cute sounds. Though I think R2-D2 does as well. Oh, no extra fragment. Come on, we're so close. How many more do we have? How many more runestones? We're getting close. Ooh, we're still good. We still got, what, 29? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm going until I get what I want. I'm going until I get what I want, and I want it now. I want the eggs. I want the whole eggs. Yeah, we gonna grind until we get those last few eggs, cause I can taste it. It's so close. Can almost taste it. Which is kind of creepy because they're eggs, and I'm like, eggs. Anyone else like really love eggs? Again, I'm spoiled. Sandra used to make the amazing eggs, like the most amazing preparation of eggs ever. I don't know how exactly she managed it, but she was always making like wonderful omelets. Her scrambled eggs, I don't know how to replicate her scrambled eggs. It bothers me that she's gone and I don't know how to make her scrambled eggs. It's all those little things that you totally take for granted. And then the person's gone, you can't replicate it on your own. It's just not the same. But oh man, her eggs were so good. Even if she just did like a rough cracked one, crack the yolk a little bit but leave it kind of fragmented between the white and the yolk. Even that was just delicious. It's probably how much salt and stuff she would put in it. Always fry it up in butter, We're in the South after all. Probably terribly unhealthy for you, but oh man, so delicious. Probably also on my mind because it used to be a relatively frequent late night snack for us. We'd go into the kitchen between like 2 and 4 a.m. if we were still awake. Because, you hit that point in the really, really late night where you're like, I've been up for long enough at this point that I need to have what would be breakfast. So our bodies would be like, you're hungry, and we would go into the kitchen and make eggs. I'll take the bow. I'll take it. I need those too. I am relieved. Knock on wood. Do I have any wood in here? I don't have wood in here. That's a problem. Blockhead, it's fine. Knock on wood, I'm glad that we only have 2 fragments that are Fortress exclusive in the oddities pages, because we have plenty of oddities pages at this point, but only 2 items that you can get as potential drops. It doesn't thin the field so much. Like when you go to the Legends of Hogwarts runestones, you have 5 different pages now? And each one of them has all except for the top page. The top page typically, for everything but oddities, the top page, or one of the top 2 pages, is every fragment can be found in the wild. So, but other than that, Legends of Hogwarts, you then have, 4 pages where each one has a different fortress-only foundable? So it means you spend a huge number of runestones, but the chances are it's going to be spread more between 3 or 4 different fragments instead of it just being between 2. So, for the moment, I really like that oddities only have 2. Again, knock on wood. I like that oddities you only have 2 options for the potential drops. Because drop rate might be just a percentage chance in general. It might just be a random 50% chance. But because there are fewer options for when it does drop, it means you'll get more fragments of those too. Then you would have, a specific one that you need if there are 4 or 5 fragments that might drop. Hope that made sense. It sounded kind of convoluted. It's like the probability of rolling, what is it? Like a 5, okay, if you have 1 die, because it's dice plural, it's just die in the singular. If you have 1 die, 1 6-sided die, and you have, all of the random numbers that you can get 1 through 6, right? So then if you go from 1 die to 2 die, and there are all the possible combinations of, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, all the way up to 6 6. So maximum you could have is 12, right? But the middle numbers in there, which would be having what? 6, 7, or 8? Like the middle numbers in there, you have a higher chance of getting those because there are more numbers that can add up to that number with 2 dice. I'm like, did anyone else do this in high school? Is this just me and my weird math brain? But the probability of getting the middle numbers is much higher because it's like a bell curve. There's only one possibility you're only going to roll a 2 because that would be snake eyes, right? Same thing goes for 12. So only one chance of each of those, but when you get to the numbers like, oh, I want to roll a 7, there are way more chances of rolling a 7 than there are a 2 or a 12 with 2 dice. Oh, my car just automatically shut off because I've been idling here for so long. I think that's like the 2-hour mark. I've been sitting here for a long time doing fortress battles. But I want the eggs, though. We have to get the eggs. I want to spend all of my runestones and see how far I get. The grind is real. I really should pause, though, and see if I got any other awesome gifts, though. Okay, after this one, I'm going to check my gifts again. So again, I don't want to max out my gifts and then not have the potential of getting the really good ones. Okay. Egg! Awesome, we only need 4 more. Oh, it's so close. Oh! Please tell me this is a werewolf. Ah, thank goodness. Oh my god. Literally only the second one I've seen tonight. Oddities are few and far between for me right now. This is great. Thank you. Oh my word. I only need 2 more. 2 more to place the image. Hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully that'll happen by the end of this long grind we're doing. Oh, nope, just the one. Okay, so we got 5 essential runestone gifts. That's good. How many total are we at? 30 of 30, though. Ooh, okay, yeah. I need to delete some. Let's delete everything that's not essential or higher. Sorry, guys. I hate deleting gifts like this, especially when I'm working hard and, using runestones for them. But I don't have enough friends who have opened my gifts. Because like everyone else, we can only open 10. We can only open 10 per day. Most of us have more than 10 friends. It means we're not able to open every single friend's gift every day. It's, statistically, mathematically impossible. How is it that when I'm tired... Okay, that was a sponsor. I was just making sure it wasn't one of the essential ones. How come when I'm tired, I end up talking like really technical stuff with you guys? This makes no sense to me. I'm like, let's talk about probabilities and die rolls. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 6. 6 out of 30. Back in we go. That means we could do another 14. Gosh, how many did I do before I caught that? Oof. I have a feeling I did like a lot of battles there that I wouldn't have gotten a runestone gift on. Oops. Powers of observation are going, they're like in completely tied. I wanted to say an inverse relationship, but that's not right. The correlation is high between my tiredness and my lack of observation skills. Squeak! I'm the only one who feels kind of, kind of sad about hitting the pixies so hard. They're so delicate. It's like they barely even fight back. Oh, another bow. Bows are good. Want those eggs, though. 4 more eggs. 4 more. We can do this. You can do it! Hopefully those higher level runestones, I mean, these are all 4s and 5s at this point, so hopefully we can get it. Come and get it. I missed my start button. So I can skip the queue. Man, I'm really getting tired. My eyes are starting to cross a little bit. Woo! The only thing keeping me going is sugar. Don't be like me. Cautionary tale. Oh, come on. Give us the eggs. It's because I mentioned how tasty they are. I need to shut up. No more egg talk. Did anyone else for like Easter or other holidays, did you ever like poke a hole in like each side of the egg and like blow out the inside so you had just the egg shell? Did anyone do this thing where they like had the eggshell and they painted it or something? Anyone else do those empty eggshell things? Because I know you can color eggs for like Easter or Ostara or whatever spring holiday you choose to celebrate. Passover? Passover is spring, isn't it? Then again, isn't Lent also in spring? I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's too late. I don't know. Brain does not compute. But you can color eggs, but you can also poke a hole in the top and in the bottom, like little pinholes. Tiny ones. And you can blow the interior of the egg out through the bottom hole. Nice, another bow. And then you have a very, very delicate, just empty egg. Just an empty shell. Like our souls. We are mere husks. Dude, hashtag deep. You ever feel like you're an egg? Like an egg? And like someone's just blown your insides out? Bruh. Hashtag deep. Okay, Lent is before Palm Sunday. Okay, which is before Easter. That's what I thought. I was just like, Lent is like near Easter-ish, isn't it? I'm glad I was right. Thank goodness. Not completely, not completely embarrassing myself on stream. I always thought it was really cool that because the insides are liquid like that, you can blow them out a teeny tiny little hole. It's like cats. Because cats' bodies are made of liquid. They can fit through tiny cracks that you're like, that cat is way too big. There's no way. There's no way. You ever seen kittens escape from cages? By just squeezing their tiny little bodies through stuff? It's like, how on earth did your big old kitten head get between those little teeny bars? How is this possible? It's because cats are made of liquid. They're just pure liquid. Liquid cats. They ooze. Oh gosh. Final 20. 20 more runestones. Can we get 4 eggs out of 20 runestones? Okay. I'm going for it. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if it's 3:45 a.m. We're doing it. I should turn on my car again, though, before it shuts off automatically. Yeah. Actually, I didn't realize when that happened. Source, Bluetooth. Why on earth is... Like, why on earth is it playing music? It shouldn't be. Okay, it is still piped through my car. Good. We got time. These foes take so little to actually beat. There we go. Next. I'm so determined. I'm so determined to get the fragments that I need, at least for the Doxy page. Yeah! Okay, 3 more. 3 more. If I'm 1 shy, I'm gonna be so upset. Just because it's like, I used every runestone and No, we can do this. I think chances are good that we can get 3 more eggs out of 19 runestones. Still a chance we could get more bows instead of eggs. But I can't really complain about that because I need the bows too. Alright, let's do it. Alright, deterioration should take him out the rest of the way. I'm getting a little sloppy with my Protagos. I didn't manage to Protego that attack there. Having one of those Mary Poppins moments. So stay awake. Don't close your eyes. And all you want to do is sleep because she's singing really, really softly. Aww. No joke. When I would watch Mary Poppins and she starts singing that little, like, reverse psychology song where she gets the kids to sleep by telling them not to go to sleep. That song would literally put me to sleep every single time I watched Mary Poppins as a kid. I would conk out so fast. And I'm like, but wait, we're supposed to go to the bank and I have tuppence. I want to give it to the birds. I had tuppence, but I wanted to feed the birds. Right. Don't nod and dream. Don't close your eyes. And I'm like, just dead to the world. Anyone else have, like, a book or a movie that just instantly puts you to sleep? Movie, that portion of Mary Poppins, like, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh, I'm suddenly drowsy. Books, a book that put me to, like, literally put me to sleep, it's a short story, it's like a novella. And it managed to put me to sleep no fewer than 18 times while I was trying to read it in college. Want to know what book I'm talking about? It's Kafka's Metamorphosis. Oh my god. It's so boring. It's so existential, man. He's like... You ever get that feeling? That feeling that you're like a cockroach? You know? Like... a cockroach. Like, you can't eat popcorn to that. Oh, it's so boring. I'm sorry. Like, any Kafka fans, I apologize, but I find Kafka so boring. Metamorphosis. I had to read it in college for my English composition class because I had to write an essay on it. I just couldn't get through that story. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not even joking. It was over a dozen times that I fell asleep. And it's not that long of a story. It's really not. It puts everyone to sleep. Oh, good. It's not just me. I've had people who are like, I loved Kafka. I love Kafka. What are you talking about? I'm like, dude, how did you manage? Like, of all of the classic lit that I have read, Kafka's Metamorphosis, man. That is the quintessential snoozer for me. And I mean, this isn't just me coming from, like, being a Tolkien fan, but I could read Tolkien easier than I read Kafka. And Tolkien's pretty dry, okay? Like, he's history professor kind of dry. There's a lot of just sort of dry information just shoved into Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion and all of these books that Tolkien created. I mean, really, the only one that's made for kids and is more engaging and amusing and lighthearted is The Hobbit. Thus why the movies were a vast failure, because the tone of The Hobbit's completely different from Lord of the Rings. Hobbit was created, many years before Lord of the Rings, and he never intended on giving it a sequel in the first place. But, over time, the ring that Bilbo gets from Sméagol / Gollum. Kafka puts Professor Pins to sleep. Nice one. Ba-dum-psh. Very nice. But no, the initial idea for The Hobbit was completely separate and standalone. It was not meant to be tied to a sequel. But over time, as authors do, we create sequels to stories that we hadn't originally thought we would even touch again. And thus came Lord of the Rings, where the magic ring that Bilbo gets is just sort of conveniently makes him invisible? Oh gosh, we're getting close. How many more? How many more do we have? Okay. The fewer runestones I have, the more nervous I get that it's not gonna happen. No, come on, we can do it! But yes, so the magic ring that Bilbo had was suddenly made into something very, very much more important. It being the One Ring to rule them all. With the backstory of, Sauron in Eregion with Celebrimbor creating the Rings of Power. And when Celebrimbor figures out, wait, I think this guy is evil? He might be teaching me really awesome stuff in the Forge, but he's kind of evil. This might be bad. And then Sauron betrays him and literally puts a spike through him and uses his nude body as the banner on his spear. like a standard, you know, like where people have their coat of arms when they're riding into battle. He used Celebrimbor's body as a flag. That's some pretty dark shit, okay? Tolkien, like, had some issues. I still say it was a lover's quarrel, but Tolkien was writing during a time period where queer culture was not really accepted. It's true, though. It's true. I mean, what part of the book is this in? The Valaquinta? I think it's the Valaquinta, where it talks about Numenor. Numenor, which was an island. It's basically like kind of like the island of Atlantis kind of thing. Think Island of Atlantis. But mortal men got to this island, which is like on the border, like you can see across the water to the Undying Lands, Valinor, where like the angel kind of characters live, the people who created the world that they live in. Like, they be over there, and humans are like, yeah, we can totally go over there. You know, the elves are allowed, why not us? And the Valinor, they're just like, yeah, no, you can't. We won't let you. And men get angry about it, and then they try to take over Valinor like idiots, and they get smacked, and the entire island is plunged into the depths of the ocean, and thus the fall of Numenor. And guess whose wonderful idea it was to attack Valinor? Bingo, Sauron. Same guy with the one ring. He just keeps messing up stuff for everybody else. Why? Because he's evil? Sorry guys, like, I could talk about Tolkien fiction all night long. Literally all night long. There is a reason that my partner and I had a podcast. Way back when. This was years ago. I want to say closer to like 2010, 2011. I think that's around about when we had our podcast. We only made like 7 or 8 episodes. We didn't gain much of a following, and it took us so long to edit things that we just sort of gave up on it. It was fun, though. We got way into the deep stuff. Yeah, oh my gosh, 39 of 40. We only need one more. Uno más. Okay, let's take a look at gifts again. I need to make sure I got room. Gotta make room. Gotta get. Okay, 16. More essential runestone gifts, probably. Yeah, just a bunch of sponsored ones. Okay. Okay, so how many? 16 of 30. Okay. Means we have room for 14 more gifts. Which I think is about how many runestones we have left, correct? Correct? 13, perfect. Okay, so I don't have to worry about gifts. Booyah! We can take all of the gifts that we get from these. Woot. Fingers crossed that we get our last egg, and fingers crossed that we get another extravagant runestone gift. It would be awesome to get 2 in one stream. 2 in 1 would be great. But no, I get really passionate about Tolkien stuff because so many people don't understand the sheer depth of the world building. Ugh. Like, Tolkien might write really, really dry historical style fantasy fiction, but it's because the dude spent literally his entire life crafting a world with depth. You know, he's got his timelines, he's got, 5 different versions of one story, and so posthumously, his son, Christopher Tolkien, who sadly passed away relatively recently, Christopher Tolkien goes through his manuscripts, and he's like, okay, there are like 5 versions of this story, and I don't know which one he actually settled on as being the official version, so here's all of them. Make up your own mind. That's basically the concept behind the entire 12 volumes of the history of Middle-earth. Ba-ba-ba-ba! There it is! Ah, we got it! Yes! Oh, bish. I am so happy. I'm so happy right now. Yay! Oh, the grind was worth it. The grind was so worth it. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm going in the registry and I'm putting that in right now. Yeah, how many more runestones did we get? 1. That's 1. That's 2. Ooh, they're level 5s too. Okay, 2 more. Nice. We can place it. Yeah! Ah! Heck yeah. And there's another runestone. Awesome. Okay, so all I need on this page are doxies. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I only need 2 more of the werewolves, which I'm hoping I will find on my way home. And just 10 more Centaur bows. I hesitate. I hesitate to do more battles because I don't want to get more eggs that I can't actually use yet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? More books for me. Yes. Ooh, double. It's because we were using the higher level runestones. Sweet. Oh, tasty, tasty red books. Where are we at now? 13? Yes. So close. Oh, man. Good stuff. That feels so good. Okay. So the question is now, should we continue with the Oddities runestones and see how lucky we get? I also do need to use all of my Mysterious Artifacts ones, but I'm not going to stay on stream that long. Let's see what we get. We had enough room for gifts from most of these, but not all at this point. Because we got, 2 level 5 runestones and 1 level 2? Oh man, so satisfying. Heck yes. Alright, so now all I need are bows. Bow, 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 bows. Here's hoping. It would be awesome. I'm like, please give me bows. Oh, I'm so happy about the one with the doxies, though. Having that page prepped to prestige, it means I can grind really hard for the doxies. Ah, okay. That's a wasted egg. Okay, I'm gonna leave the oddities alone. We have a bunch of level 5 runestones. I'm gonna leave them that way. If I get a bunch, like basically if I'm able to get enough doxies to fill in that page. Oops. That's not what I'm trying to press. There we go. If I'm able to get enough doxies to actually finish this page, once I prestige it, I can then do a bunch more battles. So I think that's going to be my strategy. That I have 7 out of 100. If I can get that to 100 and prestige this page, then anything that I get in the fortress battles will count. And I will be able to prestige this page, assuming I get those last 2 werewolf fragments. I'll be able to prestige this page as well as soon as I get enough bows for it. So it's a win-win. Unlike what just happened where I got an extra egg and I can't use it toward anything. It does give me family XP up here, but it is not the same. Gosh. And for anyone who missed my social media posts, this is how well I did with the dragon event. I got all of the actual dragons that I needed, but I still have a bunch of port keys to open. I'm only using my gold key because I ran out of coins and I ran out of silver keys. So I was not able to hatch as many as I was hoping. I was hoping to get this page to gold, but yeah, not in the cards. I didn't have enough time. Did not have enough time, and my phone really hates me with GPS. So a lot of times I'll walk around for a good long stint and it won't count all of my distance properly. But I don't live in an area that gets a lot of drift, where you have like tall buildings and such. You can rack up distance when you're not actually moving. You could put your phone on your desk at work and just let it drift. And you'll hatch I keep wanting to say you'll hatch your eggs. You'll unlock your portmanteau by doing nothing. It's not the case for me. I don't have any place where I get good drift, so yeah, I don't get good drift, and typically my phone does not like recording the actual distance I'm walking. I thought that it would improve with Adventure Sync, and I think it has minutely, but I don't know that Adventure Sync is actually pulling the distance I'm walking when I don't have the game open, so I need to look into my settings and see if I'm doing something wrong. Chances are it's on me. Chances are it's my fault for not putting things setting-wise in the right place. But yay! Dude, triumph. Okay, I'm so happy. So happy with that. Now I just need to find those last two werewolves. So I'm going to do that on my way home, and then I'm going to crash for the night. So I don't have to get up early, thank goodness. There will be no doxies in the morning for me. Nope. I'm going to sleep in, and tomorrow afternoon I get my crowns put on the I had two side-by-side teeth in... I had two side-by-side teeth, my two bicuspids on my upper left. They both needed root canals at the same time. So that's what I did on what would have been my 12th anniversary, December 16th. I think that was my partner's way of telling me, honey, don't just sit in a corner and sob all day. Go do something. Go do something else. Don't grieve. Today is not a day for grieving. It is a day for action. And therefore, I needed 2 root canals, emergency root canals that day. At least my mouth doesn't hurt anymore. I will absolutely take it over the pain, the excruciating pain of pressure, hot, cold, and sweet, all on this area. It was terrible. So this is feeling better because they already shaved everything down and gave me my temporary crown, but tomorrow I get my permanent crowns put in. The ones that they made molds of my teeth for, which is so cool. Dentistry is freaking awesome. Like, I mean, I know everybody hates going to the dentist, and, for several reasons. No one likes getting shots in their mouth, okay? Like, when does that get fun? Never. But it's really cool what you are able to do to take care of your teeth. Like, endodontics. Fascinating. To me, at least. And at least to my tired mind right now, I'm like, dude, teeth are so cool. Like, dentists are awesome. No, but seriously though, I really do respect what they do, and they deal with a lot of fidgety, unhappy people. Like, as a massage therapist, people are really happy to walk through the door and come to the spa and relax. I don't deal with a lot of angry people. Anxious, perhaps, and stressed out, absolutely, but not angry. Like, they're not angry to be there, Dentists deal with a lot more high-strung people because people fear the dentist or fear going to the dentist and having mouth work done. So, yeah, they deal with a lot more stressed out people than I do. I think. Acutely stressed. But, I mean, to have the personality to deal with that and calm people down enough to actually receive the work they need in their mouth, super cool. I have, nothing but respect for the dentists. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I can feel when my phone vibrates saying that something new spawned in, and I get all excited because I'm like, werewolf? No, it's not a werewolf. But I'm gonna look for those last 2 werewolves on my way home, and hopefully, when this new event for Valentine's Day with the besotted oddities, if you will, when the besotted oddities show up, hopefully they aren't a different class in that, they will count towards some different kind of page. Hopefully the besotted versions will count simply as normal versions, normal fragments in our registry pages. Otherwise, things are going to get a little complicated, and people are going to be really upset that they can't actually prestige their pages, if that's the case. So, we'll see how it ends up being. There are no special tasks associated with this event, unlike the dragon one where we had tasks that we were trying to complete in order to get prizes. It sounds like that's not the case for the Valentine's Day event, to my knowledge. If I'm out of date on that, hopefully I will get better information. But I'm too tired to check right now, so Thank you for sticking with me through this very random, long, not planned live stream. But everybody, please take care. I hope that Valentine's Day finds you in a very happy place. At the very least, go out and get some oddities, right? Get those oddities. I can't wait. I can't wait to see if there's a difference in animation for these oddities being besotted. Because what are they calling it? Like the crazy in love oddities? I just keep thinking of Beyonce. Looking so crazy in love, got me looking so crazy in love. Uh-oh, no. Yeah, crazy in love oddities. The memes, my friends. The memes that could be made. Someone make the memes. I'm not good at that. But, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for those. We'll see if anything fun happens with graphics. I hope so. It could be really fun. But everybody take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this random live stream and me babbling on about random stuff. This is what happens when I get super tired. But I was like, why not live stream it? It could be fun. Could be fun. Say, I used the wrong thumbnail, I think. Because it might be full moon, but again, we only saw one werewolf, and that was only my second one of the entire night. We'll find them. They're hiding. We gotta smoke them out. We'll smoke the monster out. Everybody have an awesome night. I will catch you guys soon. If I am unable to stream on Wednesday due to work stress, I will let everybody know on Twitter and Instagram. But until next time, please take care. Stay safe if you're going out late at night like I did. And I will talk to you guys soon. Everybody take care. Knox.